today I'm about to discuss this taboo topic, which is very common in the African society. It's quite like something people don't like talking about, and personally it just sucks to me. Like, I hate to see when people ignore the truth and just choose to be illusional about stupid things, And I have a firm belief that it takes two to tangle, like in whatever situation it is, whether it's a friendship, a marriage, whether it's a child and the son and the father or mother, or whatever it is. For me, I always believe it takes the mutual way. Like, somebody has to respect this one, the other one respect this one, they love each other, it has to happen the other way around. And I firmly believe that if you're an adult, because this content is basically for adults, if you are not seeing the same with whoever it is in your life, I feel like it's okay to let go. It's okay to start over, because I've been there many times. I remember crying a lot back then because I used to feel so bad. Like, when I have to cut people off in my life, it was so bad. And most cases I used to think, like, what, it's so bad to do that, it's not okay, the society does not accept that. But who still listens to the society? It's kind of crazy. But sometimes life is full of rats, and we cannot allow ourselves to be in this circle and this cycle of just a lot of rats and boredom and stressful life and depression. And I feel like the more you keep those toxic people in your life around you, those energy vampires, the more they drain the life out of you, the energy out of you, and you cannot even be able to move as quick as you want to become. And personally, I'm an empath, and I know how much toxic people can deal or make an empath person feel. And I just want to give you a sample of examples of these toxic people before we literally dive into like the real way we can solve this, how we can completely cut them off without feeling guilty. Because I know we are humans, we are still going through this. I am still human. I'm not done with people. I'll still meet these people and I need to always make sure that I'm ahead of the game. So examples of these people are like complainers, constant complainers. These ones, they complain about anything and everything. And personally, if I am around such people, I always feel like my heart is sinking inside. Like, there's just like a lot of heaviness that they carry around, the kind of energy they come with. I just don't know. Like, for me, anybody who is a constant complainer is literally a no for me. Like, no, those ones, Then there's a victim person. This one, he or she has this mindset where they just think that whatever is happening around is all about them. They are the center of the world, and they always feel like somebody did this to me. They have always this thing about them where they just find someone to blame and feel like they're the ones who really went through it. And I feel like everyone goes through it. We just choose not to talk about our own, Then there is the manipulators. These ones, they want to use you to get something from you. Then the dramatic people, they just constantly cause drama. Like, personally, I like a peaceful life, and a dramatic person is a no-go zone to me. Like, once I see a dramatic person, I'm running away. Like, I cannot deal with the drama. Like, nah. Then we have the gossipers. Hey, this is a very, very interesting one. I believe everyone is a gossiper, even me. And one thing I know is that gossip is actually like news. It's something, it's just vibe, it's the same thing, it's the same vine and whatever people call it. And I know that we truly are just gossipers naturally, but you can learn to like make yourself a bit of not really talk about people's problem. And I told you before that your brain does not know the difference between what you're talking about other people and yourself. The moment you keep talking about those things, you start to become those things. And some gossipers are just way too much. And personally, I've dealt with these people before, but lucky for me, I always tell people whatever it is, like I've never been this silent person. I think the only problem that I've ever had for me was in romantic relationships, that's when I ever had a problem of like expressing myself. But in any relationship in my life, I've always been setting my boundaries and saying, you know what, you really need to step right there. Yeah, and it really worked for me easily, I can't say that. Then we have the control freaks. These ones, be aware of them. They will come in your life, or they are even already in your life, and these are people who want to determine for you what you actually like will do, will want, will go, like they actually come to build you in a way that you do not have a say. They want to make sure whatever they are saying is what really works out for you, even if you do not want it or you're not interested. And for me, a control freak, I just love being healthy, being happy, being like in my most best of my well-being and in my higher self, and just be able to experience life and enjoy it, not to be able to be thinking all the time, whoever person be, what is he going to tell me next, or what is she going to tell me next? I'm so scared. Like, I don't want that kind of life, and I wouldn't want the same thing happening to the people that are watching me. And that's why I said today I just want to share this video. And this video is actually a request from a friend of mine, and I just want to shout out to her. She's a big fan of me. And then we also have these people who are attention seekers. These ones are very deadly. These ones are so scary. If you see these ones, first of all, these ones, they are always wanting to be the center of everything. Yeah, these ones are scary. I've met such people, and mostly for me, these have been friends for attention seekers. In my family, I've not met anyone like that or anywhere else. And then another one also, we have the narcissists. Hey, that word is actually too big to be said here. Narcissists are very dangerous. These ones, they suck the energy out of you. They literally are like vampires. They just come and put their teeth inside your body. I've dealt with this one so many times, and I just know how much I hate narcs, and I cannot say that there's an easy way to deal with these people. The best thing you can do is just cut these people off, because narcs and control freaks are almost in the same group, but narcs are way more like a PhD level. They are kind of graduated. And then there's also the last one, the critics, constant criticisms. They literally criticize everything. And I ever had a friend like this one before, though I cut her off like last year. She was always finding something bad to talk about the things that I tell her. She was always finding something bad. I never understood how, because me, when I talk, I'm just talking purely. Then somebody just finds something bad. I never got to understand, but it took me a while. But when it finally came to me that now, you know what, this is really who she really is as a person. You should not ignore this again. So I started to like try to get to the bottom of all that and understand those things. And I think after giving those examples of people or types of control freaks, these toxic people, the energy vampires, I feel like now it's time for us to dive in how we can actually completely cut them off without feeling the guilt of like, oh my god, why did I do that? I feel like that was bad. And let me tell you, nice people shall never survive. People pleasers shall never survive. I came out of that buzz. I just said, mi nafaa kushuka sasa, nirudishwe fare yangu, because there is no way I'll be pleasing every single person in my entire life. Like, you know, there's so many people on this planet. If I'm to meet all these people and I have to please all of them, that will take me like to my grave immediately, because I just need my space, my peace. I want to be me. I just want to be myself, so that I know the people who are with me are people who actually like are together with me for real, because I'm just who I am and I'm not anybody else. And that's quite easy for me. I don't know what works for you. And now, the first thing first, when you want to cut off these people, you really need to find your own independence as a person. Work on yourself. Figure out how you love yourself. Self-love is quite a compound thing, and people love themselves differently. If you're a movie person, make sure you at least watch a movie. If you're a skincare person, just anything that brings you close to taking care of yourself, I think that will really help you to really identify the people who really don't like you. Because the more you love yourself, the more you identify who are these that are pretenders in my life. I think sometimes if you do not love yourself, it can be so hard to really identify these people. And you can actually, people around you can be seeing this, but you cannot see this, because these people drain you to a point where you lose your own self-worth. You just become very doubtful, and you actually start to depend on them for their validation and everything that they come with, and that's very dangerous. So finding your own independence as a person, getting to understand yourself, be self-aware, that's a very big thing for you. Because even if you're watching this video and you do not know if you have toxic people in your life, I feel like getting to know yourself will bring you to the roots. Then the second one, you need to focus your mind on the positive things, in as much as it's so difficult. I know we're human, it feels bad sometimes, and the best thing you can do is try to focus on positive things, practice gratitude. In as much as you're having a bad day, this person bored you, they did this and that, that's bad, yeah, I know, but what's the point of life enjoying it? Just wake up, try some coffee, smile, go for a run, go for a morning walk, do something interesting for your life, because this life is quite short for that. And when you completely focus on what critics say to you, on what narcs want from you, control freaks want to control your life, I feel like it's quite a lot. So you might just wake up in the morning, like now I'm just like here taking these views and just telling God, thank you for at least allowing me to experience today. And I feel like gratitude plays a big role in just like helping your mood and entirely as a person. And if you are a Muslim, just say Alhamdulillah like every single day. I think that's very important. When somebody wakes up, that's, I think, should be the first thing that you actually say in your mouth, just saying thank you God, or whatever you believe in. I feel like you just need to start with that. And then another thing, you should face these people. That is the third one. Face those people, face them, tell them exactly how you feel about the situation. Tell them how you really feel. Do not even try to think that you need to just say a little bit of it and whatever. And sometimes people do wrong when they do not know, and until you get to confront the issue, it's when things at least can work out. For me, I've been there. I remember one time me and my father had such an issue, and I even blocked him all over social media and everywhere. And I think when I spoke it out is when now things started to make sense. Sometimes some people think that what is right for them is right for everyone no matter what, until they realize it's not like that. So if you try to tell them first, this will also help you to like try to know who they really are as a person, because you've already shared your piece. And if they're not responding positively, or maybe doing anything to show that something has changed, or they really want to work this out, I feel like there is no need to have this relationship or situationship or friendship or even family relationship with this person, because eventually these people are gonna drain everything out of you. And then the fourth one, you should always have this rule, like, this is my life and it's me to live it, no one else. And I always predominantly believe that if people really want to be in your life, they should mutually participate in making this relationship work, or this friendship work, or whatever it is. It has to be a workable situation from both sides. If not, I think it's not really worth it. Just step down. It's just time for you to do so. And then this one is also important. It should have even come first. You need to always set boundaries and always know what you really want, what you really want to do with your life, what you really enjoy. And I think when you know this, it's so easy for whatever, if people are around you, you're able to really get along very fast, because you're able to even tell them what you don't tolerate. And I feel like somebody who doesn't have boundaries, it's that person is not really serious about this life, because we really need that, because we are not the same person. We are very different, and I feel like setting boundaries is a very core thing. You should always have that in whatever situation. And another thing also, you should always remember to spend time alone, take care of yourself, find something that you enjoy doing, something you're interested in, whether it's a hobby or something you're passionate about. Just create some few minutes in a day, even if it's an hour or 30 minutes to do it, because for me, I think that's what really is helping me to like stand on this tough life. And as much as things get hard out here, I always come back to myself and I say, you know what, it's time for our moment, to enjoy the moment and just feel it with joy and happiness. So I always remember to be happy every single day. I think that's what puts me on edge, and I can't really like put myself down to stop the things I like doing, like working out, reading books, and just things that build me as a person. And I'm so happy to have you until this point of this video, and I like you to give me suggestions of any self-development topics you want me to talk about. And I'm so happy that we have finally reached the end. Thank you for being part of this journey, and hope to see you in the next video again and again.